a little ways back, I made this cool video with my Insta360 X where I did a bunch of clones of myself in my backyard and had them all doing different things all in the same scene. It got featured on the Insta360 website, not the website, I'm sorry, the Instagram page just the other day, and it just blew up. Everybody loved it, and some people were asking, hey, how did you do that? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to recreate that here in the Mars Vision Productions studio here in Sarasota, Florida, where I have an office, and they allowed me to use their little talk show scene here. So what I'm going to do is I'm setting up my Insta360 One X right in the middle, and I'm going to have 3 camera operators, a director, a host, and a guest for the talk show. And I'm going to be each one of those characters. Over here I have a whole bunch of wardrobe changes, outfits, and I'm going to change into each one of those for each one of the characters. I'm going to do a background plate, and then I'm going to do a plate for each one of the characters, and I'm going to combine that all in After Effects and mask out each character, and that way it's going to make it look like there's a whole bunch of me's all in the same scene. Now on Facebook and stuff, you'll be able to actually spin around the whole scene and see everything happening. For Instagram, I'm going to have to do more of like a free capture where I pan around the image depending on where I want the camera to be viewed at. So I'm going to record all of my audio separately to a Zoom H6 for each character, and also what I'm doing now for the behind the scenes video. I'm recording the behind the scenes video with a Lumix Panasonic GH5, and I have a little light panel here kind of illuminating me. I have a Rode Video Link microphone, wireless microphone, that I'll be recording everything with to the Zoom, and that's it. Let's go ahead and get this project started. Okay guys, we just finished filming the clone video. I did it right here in the Mars Vision Productions studios here in Sarasota, Florida, and I recorded 7 plates of myself, 1 background plate, and then 6 character plates. Now we're going to take this into Adobe After Effects and put it all together. Follow me. Okay, here we are in Adobe Premiere 2019, and so now I've taken all of my shots. I shot this 7 times, so I'm going to show you how I did this here with Adobe Premiere. First thing I wanted to do is I recorded all my audio separately. So what I did is that I brought the audio file and the video file in to a sequence, and I matched those up here. So now if I play this, popping off here, you guys are ready up to right, so you can hear it nice and clear. Anyways, so I matched up the audio. I had a director plate, a host plate, a guest plate, a cameraman 1, cameraman 2, and a cameraman 3 plate. Okay, so what I did here is after I matched up all my audio with these guys in Premiere, I went and I created a new After Effects composition from all of those. So what I did is I created all these sequences of individual
characters, and then I brought them into one sequence, my main sequence, and then I selected them all and opened in After Effects composition. So now over here in After Effects, what I did is I created a composition, and I brought in all of I made compositions for each of my characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have my background plate here. See, if I get rid of that, okay, you can see now that I've just I took and recorded it 7 times, one just an empty background plate. See, I can get rid of all these guys here, and bam, there is just the background. And then I created a mask around the host. See, if I click on the host here, you can see my little mask there. Also, for the guest, we got the guest here, cameraman 2. See, now he's there. He's got a little mask around him. Cameraman 3, way back there. And we got cameraman 1, which is right there to the right. And then the director plate where he comes in there. So basically, all I had to do was once I got everything synced up properly, which I did not coordinate everything properly, so it didn't 100% match up. I mean, I got it as close as I could, but if you were to practice more on the shot that you're doing with all your different characters and time it out just right, you could do some really amazing stuff. I, however, did not do that, but I will in the future. This was kind of just like a little test to see if I could do the cloning. Alright, so once I got all of my people in here into the scene, all masked out and everything, I created a composition from that. So I had, if you look over here, you know, you can see that I have like a green screen on each of my TV screens here, and I wanted to put the little logo here, so Kidron Live. So I green screened all that out with Keylight right over here, and I created pictures here for me to use for that. So if I was to get rid of this shot here, you can see those are all just little picture logos there that I created. And I did a little bit of some Bezier warp on here, just so I can, you know, get it on the TV screen how I wanted it. And with using green screen, I was able to put those layers at the bottom, and then it doesn't, you know, basically if I was to move that, those layers aren't on top. So they'll be hidden behind the main layer. So after I did that, then I brought it over here because I wanted to remove the stand. You can't really see it good here, but at the bottom there was the tripod stand that I used for the Insta360 One X. So they've got these really great effects here for 360 video called immersive video. And what I did is I pulled in the VR rotate sphere, and I went from that, and I adjusted my tilt axis here, and I was able to come up with this here. Let me get rid of one of these effects here. What is it? Paint. Okay, so the stand is right there. So what I did here is I used the clone stamp tool here, and I painted out the stand. So just like in Photoshop, so I'm here, I want to get rid of that stand here, so I clone stamped it out, and what it does is creates all these little layers of where you clone stamped it, where you took a piece from somewhere close and you cloned it and stamped it into a new place. I tried Contents Aware Fill, I think, or maybe I didn't, I can't remember, but it didn't work out for me if I did. So after you do that, you paint out the stand. Bam, now the stand is gone. So now it doesn't take away from the effect. You don't see some stand underneath you if you're looking at this in like VR goggles or something. So I brought it back over here where I added again the rotate sphere, because like there it is right there. But if you bring it into Insta360 Studio like this, it's going to be all weird. So I just brought everything back. I adjusted the tilt back on the x-axis over here, and it brought me back down to here. So that's the way it looked before. And then I did some adjusting here. I added an adjustment layer, and I just kind of moved things around a little bit. I did another rotate sphere adjustment, and you see I just kind of made it so that the cameraman 1 wasn't so far right on the edge there. See, this is the before, he was kind of close, and there's the after. And I added a little bit of sharpening to it, kind of sharpen it up, and a little bit of colorista, kind of mess with the color a little bit. Alright, so after I did all that, I went up here and I exported it, add to render queue. We all know how to do that if you're using After Effects, or actually, you know what? I saved all this and I went back into, oh, that was the wrong one, Adobe Premiere 2019. And then I came back here and everything was all in one sequence here. There used to be the 7 different tracks here, but then after you do the After Effects composition thing, it makes just the 1 track, and everything is right inside there. So what I did there is I just exported it, added it to the render queue, and from there all I did was export it. So I'm not going to go through those steps because we all know how to do those if we are using these Adobe programs. So after I did that, I opened up Insta360 Studio and I pulled in the video so I can check out how it looks. Windows Media Player actually does a pretty good job of being able to view the video. But it doesn't look as good, and the control isn't that great. So I prefer to use the Insta360 Studio. And you see how our little stand is gone. So now we have it all here, right? I kind of like the default view. Kind of backs off a little. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. You'll be able to hear all the characters.
Let's go ahead and get this thing popping off here. You guys are ready up there. All my camera guys ready? You guys rolling camera? There he is. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do this. And 3, 2, 1, action. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Kid Ron Live. I'm your host, Kid Ron, and I have my special guest today, Kid Ron. Say hello to the people, Kid Ron. So, up next we'll be talking to Kid Ron about his new album and everything going on in his life. So, stay tuned. All right, cut. All right, thank you, everyone. Everything sounded good. We'll come back next week when we're ready for the next one. All right, guys. Thank you.
So, okay, that was it. That was the video, the whole thing here. So, if you're wearing some VR goggles and you're watching this, you could like move around, spin around, and you would see all this action happening around you, which would be pretty cool. But if you do not have VR goggles, I've uploaded it to YouTube and Facebook, so you can watch it in 360. You can move the mouse around just like I'm doing right now. I also made another version of the video where I used the free capture, and then what I did there is, I started off with, you see the director here, he's walking in. I created a little keyframe, and then I went ahead in time and you could probably
go ahead and get this thing popping off here. You guys are ready up there.
So I'll create a little thing here, move it. I'm gonna spin around to these guys here, and then I'm gonna go
camera
back. Does that do anything?
Ready up there. All my camera guys ready? You guys
so they're there. All right, so you create another one there, and then you can go spin back around. All right, and create another one, and then we're playing.
There he is. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do this. And 3, 2, 1, action.
So what we'll do is we'll go back a little bit, keyframe, go up a little bit, and then move this way, and keyframe.
Action. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Kid Ron Live. I'm your host, Kid Ron, and I have my special guest today, Kid Ron. Say hello to the people, Kid Ron. So, up next we'll be talking to Kid Ron about his new album and everything going on in his life. So stay tuned.
Alright, so put a keyframe there, move up a little bit, another keyframe, and we'll spin around here. So now we're back to the director, and then...
Cut! All right, thank you, everyone. Everything sounded good. We'll come back next week when we're ready for the next one. All right, guys. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to play that. Oh.
All right, everybody.
Sometimes it doesn't want to do that correctly. Okay. Playing.
All right, everybody. I'm finally here. Let's go ahead and get this thing popping off here. You guys are ready up there. All my camera guys ready. You guys rolling camera. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and do this. And 3, 2, 1, action. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, anyways, so that is if you want to do the free capture in case you don't have VR goggles or you want to just produce it, so just regular, you know, where you can control the camera and then show people what you want when you want. But I really like the 360 view. That is my preferred view to look at it in. That is going to be it for the Kid Ron clone tutorial here in the studio. And I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and got some insights on how to do some cloning with Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere. Have a great one and keep creating.
Hey, thanks for checking out the video today. If you like what you saw, go ahead and give us a little bit of a like there on the little thumbs uppy. And if you're really interested in seeing more from Film Sandwich, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're always updated every time we post a video. Also, we are currently an unsubscribed channel, so all the reviews here, everything that we do is all unpaid and comes out of our own pockets. So what we've done is we've put links to all the products that we review and use in our videos, and if you buy the products through those links, we get a little bit of ching-ching so we can keep this channel going. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.